And I've been in the business for 20 years, and I've dedicated myself to the last 4 or 5 years, well, actually since about 2003, I've been doing almost exclusively Native American food, working with native plants, studying about the culture, and all of the myths, the culture, the religion, and everything that is based upon food, Native American food. And that means using native ingredients. And that's really, I think, where my mission is at, is to reintroduce, if you will, stuff that we've had here for hundreds, if not thousands of years. And today I'm going to take you on a journey, if you will, down into Mesoamerica at the Aztecs. Now, the Aztecs, beautiful. No, it's okay. You just up here, let me find it. Now, the Aztecs, start off with the Aztecs. They were a conquered people before they settled in what is now Mexico. And at the time, there are a lot of lakes. And they created a type of farming that you go onto the boat, you check your things, you pull it, you put it into your boat, and you just keep on going. That's called the chinapas. And that was where they would go onto their canoes, like I mentioned, onto their canoes, and they would plant. What they did is they built up the earth over the water so that you would have to use the boat to get to your earth to plant, and then you would go there to harvest on a canoe. And like I mentioned, that's chiapas. So there's your first thing that we can all learn today. So they were conquered, but they settled into Mexico. And as they did, they became the conquerors. And they became a very powerful nation, and they became what they are noted as today. So anyway, I wanted to show, and the majority of our food that we have as native has come up a lot from Mesoamerica. Corn, beans, squash, the chilies, pumpkin seeds. There's a lot of native superfoods that are, has been, I guess you could say, verified by scientists, nutritionists as being superfoods. I want to talk maybe a little bit about that, get you excited about what I'm doing, and also to maybe today, if you walk away with anything, today you may have an interest to seek out more of our native foods that they took to Europe. So, and came back and kind of reintroduced it in a new way, like tomatoes for pizza.
Right.
Tomatoes came from us, or from our land, you know. Peanuts. I can go on and on and on, but I'm here to show you a demonstration today. Today I'm going to do Pipian Sauce, which is a sauce that's made with pumpkin seeds, toasted pumpkin seeds, which is a superfood. And the funny thing about, well, squash seeds, the funny thing about the Aztecs is that they enjoyed the seeds more than the flesh. They did everything with the seeds, which is what I'm going to do today. Basically, I'm going to use pumpkin. It's the same family, Cucurbita. And they would toast them, they would grind them, and they would use them in soups, they would use them in stews, they would use them just about in everything. Drinks, they made drinks from them, made drinks with squash seeds and corn. Atole is what it was called. And so I'm going to make one of these drinks today, but it's not with the pumpkin seeds. I'm making the sauce. So let me finish. I didn't finish the sauce today. The sauce, the Pipian sauce, is made with pumpkin seeds. It's going to be toasted pumpkin seeds. I'm going to use tomatillos, that's tomatoes, and also pasillas, which is kind of a mid-hot kind of chili. And so, as you may know, tomatillos come with this little papery thing, so I'm taking that off, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these into the oven, and I'm going to roast the tomatillos and the pasilla chilies. And then what's going to happen is I will show you the method that they used. They had which is called a molcajete. This is called a tejolote, or a mano, or as the Native Americans called it, they called it a hammer, a stone hammer. So
where do you get that one?
This one here is an actual artifact. This was dug up, and because this is another important fact. Because this was taken out from where its provenance was, it's unclaimed. It cannot be claimed scientifically as an artifact, right? So it is an actual historical artifact. This is an actual pestle. And this is to use in the molcajete. This is also another one. This is store-bought. But the method is ancient. So what we do is I've already toasted some pumpkin seeds to get started on that. And I will show you how that goes. If you've ever worked with a mortar and pestle, it's the same thing. This is made with basalt, which is a basalt, which is a volcanic rock. And you can actually heat this up and serve maybe hot sauces from it. Heat up your tortillas from it. So it'll stay hot for about 45 minutes. You can put it in around 400 degrees for about half an hour, 45 minutes, something like that. So as I'm peeling this, I'm going to put this plus the peppers into the oven. And in the meantime, I will go ahead and give you some other items that I will be doing with the Pipian sauce. Now, the Pipian sauce, and the reason we know all of this is because those conquerors, the Spaniards, they wrote everything down. They wrote about the life of the Aztecs. And that is our source of historical information about the day-to-day goings-on of the Aztecs. Aztecs, of course, were more like most Native American cultures. They were very oral. They passed it on through tradition, stories. You know, their creation stories was tied up with that. But they had no written language per se. They didn't have a kind of hieroglyphics, just like the Mayas.
I know we're getting a little bit of microphone feedback, but I think it's pretty doable, right? Every now and then we get a little glitch. So
I can always yell too. So.
It's not the battery, it's just there's a little tiny bit of feedback.
Do you have a restaurant, John?
I do not.